Time Traveler's Tales is a podcast that takes listeners on a captivating journey through history, exploring a wide range of topics. From the intricate world of ancient civilizations and the fascinating evolution of dinosaurs to the cultural impact of video games, each episode dives as deep into the stories and events that have shaped our past. With engaging storytelling and a knack for uncovering intriguing details, the podcast brings history to life in a way that's both educational and entertaining. This is Time Traveler's Tales, Episode 3, The History of the Internet. Welcome, Time Travelers, to another episode of Time Traveler's Tales, a series where we journey through the annals of history to uncover the stories that shaped our world. We're your hosts, Raye
and Sophia Carter.
And today we're diving into a topic that has revolutionized nearly every aspect of our lives, the Internet. Our tale begins in the 1960s, in the midst of the Cold War. The U.S. Department of Defense wanted a communication system that could withstand a nuclear attack. Enter ARPANET, the brainchild of the Advanced Research Projects Agency, ARPA. Launched in 1969, ARPANET connected 4 university computers, UCLA, Stanford, UCSB, and the University of Utah. This network was the first to implement packet switching, breaking data into small packets that traveled independently across the network, just before reassembling at their destination. In these early days, the internet was a far cry from what we know today. It was a tool for researchers and academics, a digital playground where they could exchange information and collaborate on projects.
The 1980s saw crucial developments that laid the foundation for the internet's future. The introduction of the Transmission Control Protocol and Internet Protocol, TCP and IP, in 1983 allowed diverse networks to communicate with each other, creating a unified network of networks. This protocol suite became the standard for data transmission and remains the backbone of the internet to this day. Another milestone was the creation of the Domain Name System, the DNS, in 1984, which replaced the cumbersome process of typing numerical IP addresses with easy-to-remember domain names. Imagine having to remember 192.168.1.1 instead of simply typing google.com.
The internet as we know it truly began to take shape in the 1990s, thanks in large part to Tim Berners-Lee, a British scientist working at CERN. In 1991, he introduced the World Wide Web, a system of interlinked hypertext documents accessible via the internet. This innovation allowed users to navigate through information using links, leading to a more user-friendly and accessible internet. With the creation of the first web browser, Mosaic in 1993, and later Netscape Navigator, the web exploded in popularity. Businesses began to establish online presences, and the internet quickly became a commercial and social hub. The late 1990s witnessed the meteoric rise of internet-based companies in what became known as the dot-com boom. Investors poured money into tech startups with little regard for profitability, driven by the belief that the internet would revolutionize the economy. Companies like Amazon, eBay, and Yahoo became household names during this period. However, this speculative bubble burst in the early 2000s, leading to the dot-com crash. Many companies went bankrupt and billions of dollars were lost. Despite the turmoil, the crash weeded out weaker companies and set the stage for a more sustainable internet economy.
The 2000s heralded the era of Web 2.0, characterized by interactive and user-generated content. Social media platforms like Facebook, founded in 2004, YouTube, 2005, and Twitter, 2006, transformed the way people communicated, shared information, and entertained themselves. This period also saw the rise of blogs, wikis, and other collaborative platforms, making the internet a more participatory medium. E-commerce continued to grow, with Amazon leading the charge, and new players like Google and Apple reshaped the digital landscape with innovations in search engines and mobile technology.
The 2010s brought about the era of the mobile internet. With the proliferation of smartphones and tablets, accessing the internet became more convenient and ubiquitous. Apps transformed how we interact with technology, offering specialized experiences tailored to our needs and preferences. The rise of cloud computing, artificial intelligence, and the Internet of Things, IoT, further expanded the internet's capabilities. Today, nearly every device, from refrigerators to cars, is connected to the internet, creating a seamless and interconnected digital ecosystem.
As we look to the future, technologies like 5G, augmented reality, AR, and virtual reality, VR, promise to push the boundaries of what the internet can do. The internet has evolved from a niche academic tool to an essential part of daily life, influencing everything from commerce and entertainment to education and social interaction.
And there you have it, Time Travelers, a journey through the history of the internet. From its humble beginnings as a military experiment to its current status as a global phenomenon, the internet has continually reshaped our world. I'm your host, Raye.
And I'm Sophia Carter.
Until then, keep traveling through time and remember, the past is always present in the stories we tell. Hey, fabulous listeners. Thank you so much for tuning in to episode 3 of Time Traveler's Tales, History of the Internet. I'm thrilled to announce that new episodes will now drop every Monday on Spotify, Deezer, iHeart